Hey, what's up, guys? Beast here. So today's a different video. I'm going to bring you some Overwatch today. Something that I've been playing on my PC, and it's fun. It's grown on me. So I never thought I'd get a game like this, honestly, but it's grown on me, and now I enjoy it. So I'm just sort of messing around in the menus here, just sort of looking at different stuff, and yeah, so time played, you can see those are my characters that I've played as. Do all modes here. So 16 hours. I don't believe that's fully accurate. I probably have maybe twice that. But I don't know. I don't know how it calculates the time. So these are the settings that I'm running. So resolution 4K, obviously at 60 because I have a 60 hertz monitor. I've left it at display base to limit the FPS, but I have everything on Epic. The render scale is 100%, meaning it's full 4K, and then all these settings are as high as they can be. And including the local reflections and the ambient occlusion are both on also. So this game was running, when I was playing it before, it was running, pretty well. So first of all, my PC specs, a lot of you guys in the comments have been asking me about the specs. So it's a Ryzen 7 1700. I have overclocked it. It's 3.9 gigahertz. That's the most I could get stable. Which is, the CPU is not a limiting factor when you're playing at 4K, but then I have 32 gigs of RAM, Corsair RAM, because that makes the video editing a little smoother. And then it's a GTX 1080 Ti. And I used to run it stock, but I now have it fully maxed, fully overclocked as much as possible. So it's pushing pretty hard. So when you're playing something at 4K, because there's so few frames, you're really GPU limited as far as what you can run, so the CPU really has virtually no effect on the frame rate. Like if I were to have, say, an Intel CPU that was clocked at 5 gigahertz, it wouldn't really make any difference. I wouldn't really get any extra frames out of it because the GPU is what's limiting my factor. So this is a game called Mystery. Because I don't know really many of the heroes very well, I've been trying to play some Mystery, which basically every life you switch characters, and you don't get to make your choice. You just have to live with whoever you are. But yeah, so I was running the game, and for example, PUBG, when I play that, it's running like 99% usage on my GPU pretty much all the time on my graphics card. When I started playing this game, it was more around like the 70% range. And so because of that, the card ran much cooler and much quieter, and then it was able to boost up much higher as far as the frequency. So when I went in and saw and checked out my settings again, what I realized with the render scale, instead of being at 100%, was at 82%. So instead of being 3840 by 2160, it was like 3680 by... It was like 3600 by 1880 or something like that, which is not true 4K. So I bumped that up to 100%, so it scales the whole game and plays at real 4K. And then there were also some settings like the anti-aliasing was only at like 8x instead of 16x, and some of the other settings were turned off. So I cranked all that up, and since I did that, the GPU is right up to like 95% now, and it runs a lot hotter and a lot louder. But the game does look noticeably better. There's so many people out there that say, you can't really tell the difference. Like, this is not better than that. I mean, dudes, I'm telling you, I noticed a difference between 1880p and 2160p. I noticed. And I'm only playing on a 27-inch PC monitor. I'm not playing on anything bigger than that. So I definitely notice. So yeah, so it looks really good, in my opinion. So this is called Mystery Heroes. If you're not familiar with Overwatch, it's objective-based, and there's, like this right here, as you see, I'm the blue team, they're the red, obviously, and they're about to capture that. They're about to get it at 100%, which is basically the end of the game, and we have 0%, so we're just trying to do some stuff here, and I'm super green at this game. They call people who are only good with one character or two characters, call them one tricks, because that's all you can do basically, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's not entirely true. I have a handful of characters that I'm comfortable with, but like this game, like Mystery, it's just bad. Like I don't do well in a lot of them. So I do better this time around. This is Roadhog that I'm using. So yeah, I mean, each character has a couple different abilities. So like he's got this gun, so it has a shotgun on one barrel and a longer range gun on the other barrel. So that's right click, left click, and then see, like that was left, that's right, that was left. So then he has a shift, which is a hook. It's like a hook shot, you know, you like from Legend of Zelda basically, but you hook the guy and you rip him towards you. And then finally he has an E ability, which is his self-heal, which there's only a couple people that have self-healing, but he's one of them.
Enemy contact.
And so yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hanging out here. You know, it's fun. If you hook someone like that, you can actually rip them into that middle thing and drop them off the edge, which is super fun. But you know, I don't know. I'm really new to this type of game. You know, it's a first-person shooter, which I'm definitely not new to. But you know, seeing as I have little experience on the PC, you know, I would say with PUBG and all that, I probably only have a couple hundred hours on the PC. Maybe like 350, 350, somewhere in there. So I'm definitely very green to the PC. So, you know, aiming is getting there. My aiming is pretty decent, but movement is not as good as it could be, for sure. It's still not intuitive for me. Like, you know, it becomes second nature once you play for a while, and I definitely am nowhere near that point yet. Well, I wouldn't say nowhere near. I'm getting there. See, so like I just healed myself there. And it's really interesting. Like I said, I would not have gotten this type of game. You know, one of the guys that I work with, or I guess used to work with, just would never stop talking about this game. And I always thought he was, you know, I was like, well, that makes sense. You would like this type of game. And I always thought I'd never get it. It's too cartoony and too fake looking, whatever, too fantasy-ish. And he would always tell me about this different stuff. And I was just like, all right, dude, you know. But after getting it, I finally got it. It went on sale for like 20 bucks. And I finally got it. And you know, it's actually pretty fun. It's very tactical, and it's very competitive. See, so I just ripped that guy toward me, and then I just pounded him in the face with a shotgun. So it's very competitive, a lot more competitive than I would have thought. I thought it was like a, you know, oh, see, you can actually hear my Discord thing right there. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I got it, and I was pleasantly surprised. You know, I mean, I still am not an incredible huge fan of how it looks, but hey, it plays really fun, and it's very competitive. I love competitive type stuff, and it's very competitive. It's like, I've told this to my friend, it's basically like the most competitive Call of Duty games that I've ever played. Like, occasionally you get games in Call of Duty where you're really competitive, and like everybody's really playing the objective, and they're really trying, and that's basically what this game is like, because that's really the only thing. There's nobody just like trying to get kills. No one even cares about kills. It's not even really a thing. And so, on top of all those other things, you see that meter down at the bottom says 0%. That's an alt, is what it's called, which is basically like your special attack. And you have to charge it up for a while before you can use it. And those are really fun. But in the mystery game, it's really hard because generally it takes a couple of minutes. Even with the fast characters, it takes you a few minutes of doing pretty well to charge up your alt. So, when you're playing the mystery game, at least for me, I pretty much never get to use them. Because, you know, I just don't. So, this character right here might be my least favorite character, Symmetra, and I don't know anything about her. I don't think I've ever played as her once or twice, and I can't stand her, honestly. So this is not the best one, but the next game that I play after this, which is not a mystery game, I get to choose, and I made the decision to specifically play with one character, and just play with them for like a while, so that I got to get used to them and learn them, because I don't really know the characters. So this is a character called Zenyatta, and that's who I've chosen. All the way on the left there, if you see on my name, absolutely, you can see what he really should look like. I have a different skin on him right now, which is a super sick skin that I like. It was from the Chinese New Year event that they just did a month or two ago. But anyway, so I decided I was going to start with him, just because he's cool. I like the way he talks and stuff.
Fascinating place. Can science alone unlock the path to enlightenment?
Hello.
So he's a monk, and so he floats and stuff, and he shoots like that. So he shoots these like things out of his hands, And you have a couple attacks just like the other guys. You have, you know, a few different attacks. You have right and left click. Right click is a single shot, automatic, and left click, sorry. And right click, if you hold it, you can charge up like a more powerful shot. And then he has a shift, which heals other people. So, as you'll see as I'm playing, there's times where I'm healing other people. Now, his most important, arguably, his most important ability is, see right there, it says shift, I can heal him. It's his E attack, it's called the Orb of Discord, and what it does is it stops someone from being able to recover health, really, and causes everyone else to be able to do a lot more damage to them. So, when I put it on somebody, I'll show you here in a second. You see that little, like, teardrop above the head with the minus sign? That's what that is. And see, I just put another one on him. And basically, it just allows you to just wreck the person that you put it on. Like, if you put it on them, the amount of, you're basically, I mean, I don't know the percentage, but this is, you know, approximation. You're basically doing, like, at least 1.5 times the damage to that person. And especially with everybody else attacking them also, it really does a lot of damage. So see, I put it on her over there. And it's just, it was working really well. I like him a lot as a character, and I think I'll continue to use him. For now, see, he got destroyed. He has an incredible amount of health, and he got manhandled. So you had manhandled someone there too. I'm already on a 5 kill streak, which is really good. See, and I just shifted right there, which I'm healing a teammate. And so see, I'm healing a teammate there. So that's really your goal, you know, as a healer. Your goal is to heal. Now, he doesn't heal as much as some other people, but I like him. I love the damage that he does, and I think he's one of the best characters in my opinion, at least that I've used so far. Out of the, you know, dozen or so that I've spent a little bit of time playing with, he's the one that seems the best. Because when you put that orb on somebody, you just destroy them. Like, they are just getting absolutely manhandled. And I find that awesome. And you can also heal at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, this game is super competitive, and everything has counters. So, I'm not used to playing games like this before. A lot of people say, and I've heard a lot, that it's similar to like a MOBA type game. See, I'm going to heal them right there. See, this is my ult right here that I charged up. Not the best time to use it. Basically, it heals all my teammates, and I'm basically invincible during that time. People can, like, push me and stuff, but I don't take any damage. See, I just healed them, too. So every time you see a lock-on like that, like this right here, see that lock-on, I hit it, and then you can see that little yin-yang above their head. That means I'm healing them. So, see, again, there we go. We just wrecked their mech that they're in. And I just wrecked him, and then I turned and I wrecked her. That was a double kill. So it's like, we just destroyed him that round. We just completely smoked him. So everything has a counter. So each player, each player that you play as has an active counter. So if you're doing really well, then someone on the other team can change their character to your counter and, you know, counter you, because it's not, you know, it's not like you just want to keep playing and let someone beat you. And so it's not like a traditional objective, you know, shooter game in that sense, like first-person shooter type game in that sense, because, you know, you have to be aware of what's happening. And see, I just started messing with the melee, and he's kicking, which is so cool. You have to be aware of all that kind of stuff, and it's just super fun. Like I said, I'm super green to the game, but I'm liking it, and it's growing on me. And now that I'm playing as like him and playing around with the different characters, it's growing on me even more. Because it's just, you know, it's fun to play the tactical game, and it's fun to just use stuff at the right time. And check out this music.
Group up here.
So now see, I just put the orb on her again. And now I just put it on her, and, you know, 2-3 hits and she's already a third health. So, yeah, I mean, it's a really powerful. See, I think right here, I ended up getting stuck in that doorway. I was strafing left and right, and see, she was almost dead. I was strafing left and right, and I didn't realize if I had been back just a little bit, I definitely would have had the kill. But see right there, it shows me a teammate's critical. As you're a healer, it shows you that kind of stuff. So it's just fun. I enjoy the support role. Like, I always loved doing that in like Destiny and, you know, stuff like that, because it's just one of those things where, you know, if you're paying attention, you can help out the whole team by being supportive. As long as you're getting kills, and then you save the things that you need for the right time. And I do like that aspect of it. But any of the healers that I've used so far are just not, like, they can't really do any damage. So he's like one of the opposites. So, you know, if you were to split it into healing and damage, he's probably like 30 healing and 70 damage. So he's not going to be as good as, like, you know, some of the other people that are like, you know, there's 50-50s, or there's, you know, the opposite spread, so there's 70 healing and 30 damage. But I actually really like that I can do a bunch of damage and support my team, and then also heal when I need to. See, like that took like 2 or 3 shots to take her down, which is ridiculous. So, anyway, it's been a super fun game, guys. I hope you enjoy this kind of content. I'm just trying to bring you whatever I'm playing, because that's what I feel like. And I asked a friend of mine what he wanted to see, and he said he wanted to see Overwatch. He wasn't familiar with it, and you know, I'm even still really not that familiar with it. So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for being here and watching. I appreciate it. Check out the other bunch of videos that are on my channel. There's Forza 7 videos. There's Call of Duty videos. There's a whole bunch of stuff. PUBG videos. So just check out something if you want to, if it interests you. And enjoy the rest of this gameplay. I'll catch you guys another time. Check back soon for another video, alright? Alright.
Overconfidence is a flimsy shield. Experience tranquility.
Play of the game.